everybody. I didn't bring my other camera with me because it's still raining a little bit, but we're going to do something a little bit different this morning. We're going to fish the crankbait through this grass. Try it out and see what happens. I know you can't use really a conventional crankbait for that, but I found this guy. Had never seen one before. It's got a rubber body, hard head, and it's got a square bill. It's a weedless crankbait. So we're gonna see if we can catch any fish on it. I had never seen one before, so maybe it will do something, maybe not. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Well, so far it's going good. And it reminds me of somebody smacking a square bill on the end of a frog, or the front of a frog. But I mean, it moves through the water good. I got something swiped at it. Either the first or second cast. I've yet to hook up on something. So maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. Stay tuned. Hello everyone. As you seen in the first clip, I was trying out new crankbait, which was done all right. I mean, I got a few swipes on it, but I think it's going to be hard to hook up with a fish just by the way they hit a crankbait. The hooks are set like a frog, and if you fish frogs, you know it's a lot harder to hook a fish with a frog. I mean, you kind of gotta pause for like a second or two and give them time to make sure it's in their mouth. But like with the crankbait, you're always reeling. I don't know, maybe I need to stop when I feel a swipe, maybe. But I don't know. I'm just going to fish. I'm not going to do any certain technique. I'm just going to try to find what they're biting and see if I can catch a fish today. I'm at my favorite spot, the shoals. Y'all are probably tired of seeing this place, but I just love it here. It's awesome. But I'm gonna get my GoPro back on and get my gear together. So stay tuned, guys. We got a fish. It's a little guy. Molly, I do believe. Yeah, he ain't too bad. Using the old Panther Martin. These fish is cold. Don't do it. I don't want to hook in my hand. Shit. Oot. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that word. Try to keep it PG. Might slip every now and again, but try my best not to. Oh my gosh. Come on, buddy. Rinse him off. He's a little bit on the dirty side. 3 casts in. We got us a little guy. It's not too bad when you're using a medium light 6-pound line combo. It's raining like, I think I was better off not under the tree. Now I got the big raindrops hitting me everywhere. But like I said a minute ago, I'm just here to fish. Just going to use anything. No special techniques today. So that's number 1. Stay tuned. Ooh, we got a nice one, I do believe. Oh yes, we got a nice fish, boys. Little Panther Martin rooster tail. Jeez. we might be in trouble. If we keep him down, we might be all right. £6-pound line. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's too loose. Drag's too loose. Come on. He's pulling like crazy. This is a good fish. I just hope he's got a mouthful of treble so he stays hooked. He's pulling drag. I don't know if I'm budging him. I don't want to tighten it up too bad because I'll lose him. As you guys can see, drag's going. He's right there, about 15 feet out. Come on, buddy. Oh no, don't jump. I'm not gaining on him. Come on, we're almost here. Keeping my rod tip down, keeping pressure on. Come on, buddy. Oh, this is a nice smallie. Hopefully he's tired. Come here, buddy. It looks like he's hooked good. Come on, buddy. We're almost there. Almost here. Oh, yes. Oh, he's fat, too. Goodness. Look at that. Nice one. We got some scales and stuff over here for this little fatty. This is awesome. Heck yeah. Definitely the biggest smallie I've caught on this little setup. Hold still, buddy. It's hooked good at least, wouldn't you? Really? Jeez. This little hook is tough. Can't even get a hold of it. There we go. Look at that. Nice smallmouth. Very nice. These big ones are starting to bite a lot better. What do I do with my scale? Got a scale and it's got a tape measure on it. So we can get both. It's a couple pounds. Still pretty good. Pretty good for that little setup. Almost 2 pounds. Easy, buddy, up. Almost 2. That's how long he is. I can get these out. There we go. He's gonna be 16 incher. Pretty good for that little reel using the Viper. Beautiful fish too. They're starting to bite here in the river for sure. Good. Can't hold my phone. Let's get us both in it. Sweet. See you there, Pedro. Healthy smallies. Oh, beautiful. Look at the war paint. He's about ready to roll. There he goes. 2 pound, 16-inch smallmouth on 6-pound line and a tiny panther martin. It's awesome. It's the biggest fish I've caught on this small setup. Had a little outing planned with Bass and Coffee, if any of you know his channel, for Wednesday, but I forgot I have a doctor's appointment, so I won't have time after I get done as doctor to bring him out here. But hopefully next week he'll be with me, and I'm gonna put him on some of these smallies. Hopefully we can get him to bite. But look out for that, because soon, hopefully soon, we will be out here together getting on some of these big mamas. Stay tuned. I'm gonna stay in the rain for a while. We got a little guy. As soon as it hit the water. He's not too little. He's not too big either. The size of the first one. Pulled out the old grub. One of the best river baits there is. Beautiful little smallie. Got some gold in him. Gold striped. These little guys are always so beautiful with the gold colors. Long army. But they are so pretty. I'm gonna try something here. I done missed it. Slipped out of my hands. I was gonna try for a slow-mo. Slipped out of my hands though. Well, number 3. Not a bad morning. I've caught all these fish right here in this one current set of one section of current right here in front of me. Most of the time I'm throwing in the middle of both sets of current where it's kind of slack water, and usually by the time I get to the current the closest to me that I get a hit, or I've hooked up on my fish. So they seem to be staying right on the edge, I guess waiting on food to get washed over to them from the current, because it goes and it kind of swirls a little bit. And on this side it goes and swirls back around. I mean, you can put your kayak right here and you'll float down and it'll bring you back up. But that's kind of what I'm doing, just throwing it on the edge of the current. Give you guys a little tip for the day. We got another smallie. Most of them's about the same size except for the big one we got. They're munching, boy. They've been munching for about a week now. Good. That one's got something on its shit. Oot. Come on now. Calm down. Go on. Get out of here. About had it with my hand in the water. Need some new gloves. Need some fish monkey gloves. I like to invest, especially by trout season. Trout's nearly impossible to hold on to. I will be hitting the trout streams in a month or so. Love trout fishing, especially when I get up there and get some of those 4-pound rainbow. Those are very fun to catch. Well, that's what, number 4? Probably get a few more. Oh, we had one right there. Stay tuned, guys. Well, want to move on down the road a little bit. That was very surprising, catching that 2-pound smallie on that little setup, which that's a good test for it, because that's the setup I want to use to trout fish. I think it's 6-pound trout SOS line on the medium light 7-foot HMX rod. So that was a pretty good test for it. I was just really surprised that it hit that tiny Panther Martin rooster tail. It was just like a tiny snack for that fish. The other little guys I can understand, because that's about the size of the bait they probably chase and eat. But we're going to try to find another spot down here. Maybe one I haven't fished, or I might go back to the church where I fished in the crankbait video. Try a few different things there. But I want to drive before I crash, because it is wet and raining, and there's tree limbs on the road and everything else. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get on a few more, guys. Alright, guys, I think we're hung up. Oh, yep. Got my nemesis out here, the chatterbait. I've never caught a chatterbait fish, and I've made it a priority to use this thing as much as I can. Now I'm tangled up like crazy. Got hung on the line or something over there. There we go. Made it a priority to use it every time I fish, no matter if it's the lake or the river. I've been trying to catch a fish with this thing. I just don't know why I can't. Everybody I know does good with it, but I can't. So this time I need you guys to comment me some tips to help me get a chatterbait fish. I've had them follow. I've got swiped a few times, but I've never been able to hook a fish and catch a fish on it. And I'm finishing up the day right here with it, so if you guys can help me out, please do so. But I'm gonna cast this a few more times, then I'm gonna probably head to the house. I've been using it for about 30 minutes now. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.